Good morning. This is Pastor Jason of Kona Faith Center with the word for today. And the word for today is consider. The word translated consider means to examine carefully and fully. It means to contemplate earnestly. It means to look, to beware, to perceive. Consider what I do. Consider that I work for the Lord. Let the fear of the Lord be upon me. Be very careful what I do. Examine carefully and fully my service to God. Perceive accurately my call, my service, my tasks, and the responsibilities that I've been given. Act in the fear of the Lord, act faithfully, and be wholehearted in my service to God, which requires times of careful consideration, times of reflective thinking, times of earnest contemplation, times of silence before God, times of solitude with God. Warn people so that they do not sin, otherwise judgment shall come upon me. Whoa, this is a heavy responsibility, yet I think that the Lord will require this of each one of us. Once again, I think this will take times of careful consideration, times of reflective thinking, times of earnest contemplation, times of silence before God, times of solitude with God, to act properly, to do what I'm supposed to do so that I will not be guilty, act courageously, do good, and the Lord will be with me. Wow. So the call here really is on all of us, proclaim the gospel boldly. In other words, proclaim the gospel in the way that pleases the God who entrusted us to proclaim the gospel. This will definitely take times of careful consideration, times of reflective thinking, times of earnest contemplation, times of silence before God, times of solitude with God. Now know that the Lord, He examines the heart. I find it interesting that Paul says he delights to share the gospel and himself. It's easy to delight in sharing the gospel, not so easy to delight in sharing myself, eh? So don't be a burden. Behave in a devout manner with righteousness and blameless. Exhort, encourage, and urge each one to walk worthy of this tremendous call of God on their lives. This will definitely take some time of careful consideration, times of reflective thinking, times of earnest contemplation, times of silence before God, times of solitude with God. Receive the word as it truly is, the word of God. And if you do, then the word works in you because you believe. Imitate Jesus. Consider all these things. Now, this word consider is a call to practice spiritual disciplines, especially the call to practice the spiritual disciplines of reflective thinking, meditation, contemplation, and this takes times of silence and solitude before God. I hear Him calling today. I hear Him saying, consider. The word for today is consider. God bless. Check in tomorrow.